Breaking. Iran's most critical naval fortress is burning, but what's exploding beneath it could change the entire war. Sashi, underground ammunition depots, explode in chain reactions lasting hours. Look closely, what you're seeing is not just fire, it's the collapse of Iran's naval power in real time. Bushehr is collapsing, and what's happening there is far worse than anyone expected. Bushehr is engulfed. A relentless, hours-long chain reaction of underground blasts is ripping the heart out of the IRGC's most critical base. The world is watching in shock as the Persian Gulf reshapes itself in fire. What caused this? How will Tehran respond? The full story is next. Underground, the situation turns into chaos. Explosion after explosion tears through hidden ammunition depots, sending shockwaves across the Gulf. The sky above Bushehr lights up with relentless blasts as fires rage out of control, turning this once impregnable hub into a scene of chaos and destruction. This isn't just a base, this is the command center of Iran's entire naval threat in the Gulf. It acted as the central command headquarters for the regime's fleet of lightning-fast attack boats and the critical gateway to one of the most ambitious underground tunnel complexes ever constructed in the Middle East. Deep inside this mountain stronghold, the IRGC stored its most dangerous assets: massive swarms of ballistic and cruise missiles, along with hordes of attack drones primed for devastating asymmetric strikes against any adversary. From this strategic stronghold, Iran long projected raw power to dominate and threaten the narrow Strait of Hormuz, the vital choke point through which nearly 20% of the world's daily oil trade must pass. Picture this: dozens of fast attack boats rushing out at high-speed missiles, locked drones ready, all launched from a single point, Bushehr. When Iran stubbornly refused to fully reopen the Strait of Hormuz, in defiance of the ceasefire demands, the United States and Israel responded with overwhelming and devastating precision. On April 4th, coalition forces unleashed a ferocious, coordinated assault that hammered both the visible surface infrastructure and the deeply buried facilities with unrelenting fury. Satellite images captured in the aftermath paint a horrifying picture of destruction. Enormous craters scar the naval piers like giant wounds. Damaged warships list dangerously in the harbor. Hangars lie in ruins. Administrative buildings have collapsed into rubble, and ammunition storage sites stand shattered and smoldering. A significant portion of the Iranian fast attack boat fleet now lies crippled or completely destroyed on the seabed or along the docks. As a direct result, Iranian naval patrol activities across the Gulf waters have dropped sharply and noticeably. The once constant menacing shadow of Iranian naval harassment that had loomed over international shipping has suddenly grown much thinner, leaving a stunned silence in its wake. Yet the most dramatic and strategically crippling damage did not occur on the surface, where the world could easily see it. Instead, it unfolded far underground in what many analysts now call Iran's $50 billion underground fortress. Beneath the Bushehr base stretches one of the regime's most ambitious and expensive engineering marvels, a vast tunnel network carved deep into the mountainside, reinforced with multiple thick layers of concrete and steel. This labyrinth featured multiple entry and exit points, sophisticated emergency evacuation routes, automated ammunition transport rails running like underground highways, and advanced climate and humidity control systems designed to keep weapons ready for instant deployment. Built over many years at enormous cost, the complex was engineered to survive conventional airstrikes and function as the unbreakable logistical backbone of Iran's entire asymmetric warfare strategy. It housed enormous stockpiles of missiles, fleets of attack drones, and full assembly lines capable of rapid rearming even under heavy bombardment. In a stunning display of extraordinary targeting accuracy that has left military experts around the world speechless, coalition munitions, including an estimated 154 Tomahawk cruise missiles in the broader campaign, penetrated the reinforced underground entrances and ventilation shafts with surgical deadliness. The strikes triggered a catastrophic chain reaction unlike anything seen in recent conflicts. Stored ammunition and warheads began detonating one after another in a roaring symphony of secondary explosions that echoed for hours throughout the night, lighting up the Persian Gulf sky in terrifying orange fireballs. Open-source footage circulating online and independent satellite analysis reveal massive new craters, partial tunnel collapses, and thick, ominous plumes of black smoke billowing from the mountain itself as if the earth were bleeding from within. While Iranian state media desperately downplays the damage as minor and quickly containable, independent assessments from defense analysts paint a far grimmer and more devastating picture. The operational capacity at this key base has been severely degraded, perhaps permanently, in key sectors. Repairing these complex mountain tunnels with their demanding geotechnical engineering challenges the need for highly specialized equipment, and the crippling effects of ongoing international sanctions could take many years. In some cases, full restoration may not even be feasible in the current hostile environment, effectively vaporizing decades of investment and strategic planning in a single night of fire and thunder. Adding an even more alarming and high-stakes layer to this already dramatic strike, Bushehr also hosts Iran's only operational nuclear power plant. The International Atomic Energy Agency has confirmed that the facility came under fire 4 times during the broader campaign. One projectile exploded dangerously close, just 75 meters from the reactor perimeter, a distance shorter than the length of a standard soccer field. Adjacent buildings suffered heavy damage from powerful shock waves and flying fragments, and tragically, one security guard lost his life in the blast. The reactor core itself remained intact with no immediate radiation leak detected, but the extreme proximity has sent genuine shock waves of fear through the entire international community. This level of precision showcases the advanced military capability of the attacking forces, yet it also highlights the extraordinary and terrifying risks involved when operations venture this close to a live nuclear installation. The potential for radioactive fallout could threaten not just Iran, but the entire Gulf region, putting millions of people across multiple countries at grave risk of long-term contamination and environmental catastrophe. The sheer scale of the assault has left observers breathless. Iran's once impregnable $50 billion underground fortress has been heavily vaporized by the relentless barrage of 154 Tomahawks that crushed the IRGC's core power projection capabilities in the Gulf. What was supposed to be an untouchable sanctuary deep beneath the rock now lies riddled with craters and collapsing sections, its automated systems silenced, and its massive weapon stockpiles consumed by endless secondary blasts. You can almost feel the ground shaking, hear the thunderous detonations rolling across the water, and sense the panic inside the command bunkers as the mountain itself seemed to fight back against the intruders. This single operation has dramatically shifted the balance in the Persian Gulf. Iran's ability to threaten the Strait of Hormuz, its strongest card for years, has been dealt a severe blow. Even if remnants of the threat linger from other locations, the psychological impact is equally profound. The regime that boasted of its invincible underground doctrine must now confront the reality that even its most expensive and deeply buried defenses can be reached and crippled with devastating effect. The tension is palpable. Will this strike force Tehran into a corner, prompting a desperate escalation through its proxies or remaining missile forces? Or will the visible destruction push Iranian leaders towards serious negotiations before the situation spirals further out of control? The world watches with bated breath as smoke continues to rise over Bushehr, and the fate of the Gulf's fragile stability hangs in the balance. One thing is certain: the events of April 4th have changed the equation in this conflict forever, and the next moves could ignite an even wider regional firestorm. History shows that when a country's deterrence is shaken, it faces a crossroads. One path leads to risky escalation, more unpredictable proxy attacks, cyber operations, or surprise strikes aimed at restoring lost credibility. The other leads to the negotiating table, where military realities force compromise. It remains unclear which direction Tehran will ultimately choose, but one thing is certain: the luxury of time and the comforting belief in untouchable underground strength that Iran may have held before April 2026 no longer exists. The Hormuz equation has changed. The underground doctrine is under serious scrutiny. The regional power balance is shifting in real time, and nuclear diplomacy has taken on an urgent new dimension. We are taking a very short break from this intense analysis for an important announcement. Dear viewers, the Facebook page currently displayed on your screen claiming 54,000 followers is completely fake. We have already started legal action against this pirate page that has been stealing and reposting our original content, months of hard work, our video archive, and all our exclusive reports. Now we need your immediate help. Please pause the video right now and click the report link for the fake page that we have placed in the description below. On the page that opens, select the intellectual property violation options to help us stop this theft. Now let us return to the analysis. What do you think will happen next? Will Iran respond with dangerous escalation to compensate for its losses? Or will the heavy damage push it towards serious negotiations? Share your honest thoughts and predictions in the comments section right below. We read every single one, and the most insightful opinions often spark lively discussions among our community. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss our exclusive fast-paced war updates and in-depth breakdowns. Your support keeps these timely reports coming. Thank you for choosing us as your trusted source in these rapidly changing times. Stay safe, stay informed, and we will see you in the next urgent update. Disclaimer: this video contains content generated or supported in whole or in part by artificial intelligence. This material is intended solely for simulation, illustration, and entertainment purposes. It does not represent real-world events, nor does it constitute political or military advice or verified information. Certain elements may be fictional, dramatized, or inaccurate. Viewers should not rely on this video as a credible source of information or as a basis for real-world decision-making.